Look, are you tired of every time you're going for a funding account or a prop firm, you keep getting this message right here? You keep failing, right? Are you ready to start getting more emails that says this? Look, I'm sure you are. Listen, y'all, I have passed multiple prop firm, multiple funding accounts, whatever you like to call it. I've passed like multiple of those 100K accounts, and I'm going to give you guys today a formula, not only a formula, but actually a strategy that you can use to pass not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, but every platform you go for. Yo, you have the possibility to pass. You have the potential to pass what I'm about to give you today. But it's not on the strategy. It's not on the formula. The formula and the strategy is proven. But it goes down to you. All right. Are you the person that can pass the front of the account? Because the strategy is going to do its own thing. The formula is going to do its own thing. And so when I say, are you able to pass the funding account, that means that it lies in your hands. It lies in one word that I'm sure you probably heard 1,000 traders say, and it's the word discipline. If you are disciplined, it is yours for the taking. All right, listen, I know that sounds so easy. It sounds so easy, like just saying, oh, just be disciplined. Y'all, discipline seems like it's one of the hardest things for us as humans to do. And I'm not just talking about in trading, I'm just talking about in everything in general. Like, have you ever made a decision? Like, well, I'm not gonna say a decision, because once you make a decision, there is no other option. But have you ever thought, you know what? I want to be more disciplined in going to the gym, and you might have been disciplined going to the gym for like a week, and then that next week you was like, I'm not doing that. Or maybe it's you studying, maybe it's you really studying your word. Have you ever told yourself, look, I'm about to read my Bible. I want to read my Bible. I want to get closer to God, but yet you wasn't disciplined. Why it doesn't seem like discipline is so hard? I want to read you guys something today that I think, well, not that I think, I know would change your life. Okay, like it absolutely changed mine. It made me like understand, like, okay, like discipline is not just tough for me. Discipline is tough, period. But the beautiful thing about discipline is discipline always comes with a reward. All right, so I'm about to read y'all something real quick, okay? All right, y'all, look. So we are going to read from Hebrews 12:6 to from verse 6 to the 12th, okay? But we are on chapter 12, just make it clear, all right? So look, for whom the Lord loveth, he chasteth, and scourges every son whom he receiveth. If ye endure chastening, God dealeth with you. And God, that word chasteth, guys, that means, look at that word as discipline, okay? God is discipline us, all right? So, with you as with sons, for what son is he whom the Father chasteth not? But if ye be without chastisement, whereof are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons. Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh, which corrected us, right? That's your parents, that maybe whoever your guidance was that disciplined you, all right? And we gave them reverence. We thank them, especially as we got older. That's when we really thank them for putting us through pain and suffering. Of course, not abusement, like no, but like for the good discipline. All right. So because that helped us become the people that we are today. All right. So literally just lost my spot. Correcting us and gave him reverence. Shall we not much more be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? For they verily for a few days chaseth us after their own pleasure, but he for our profits, that we might be partakers of holiness. Listen, God is saying, listen, I am not here just to discipline you for just for my gain. Like, God doesn't need your gain. He's God. God is saying, listen, I'm going to discipline you for you, so that you can live a better life. Like, discipline is good. All right. Now, no chastening. Here is where we line right now, guys. And this is like in that moment of this is how we feel right now as traders in our journey of like being better and discipline ourselves. Okay. But understanding that even though we discipline ourselves, we can go to the Father and ask God for wisdom and just to help us to become more disciplined. All right. Then he steps in and now your journey really begins because God, you're not just disciplining yourself. No, there is also going to come a conviction that God will lay on you that he's really just disciplining you because this is your desire to be good at this. So God is saying, okay, I'm going to help you be good at this. And this is also going to take you being disciplined. All right. So I hope y'all understand. And mind you, I'm not just saying this from a place of I'm just telling y'all this. No, I've lived this. I've lived this. I know what it feels like to have the conviction of God, to be disciplined by God. And guys, it never feels good. And this is what we're about to read right now. Okay. So now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward, here is where we stand. Afterwards, it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. Y'all, beautiful. Isn't that just beautiful? Because now you can actually see yourself. Now you understand, like, listen, discipline, it is hard, it is painful, it is suffering. And but it comes out on the other end. Now, I know some of you, when I read that, you guys probably took that as like, Kirby, that's the Lord talking about us being disciplined, as far as he disciplined us, our family or whoever, our guardian is disciplined us, our fathers are disciplined us. But how is this referring back to the word of us like being disciplined? All right, there's two types of things. It's either somebody disciplined us or we're being disciplined. And some of you are seeing that as like he's disciplined us, which is so true. It is so true. But I want you guys to focus on the word discipline and how whether somebody disciplined us or we're disciplining ourselves, it all equals out to the same thing. All right, so look, we're going to get over to this whiteboard so you guys can see exactly on what I'm talking about whenever I say that. All right, y'all. So look, discipline. All right, let's write this down. I'm gonna take this off. So discipline. And I know, listen, if I spelled it wrong, don't hurt me. All right, listen, we listen, this ain't a spelling bee. All right. Nah, but seriously, y'all. All right, but discipline. All right, this is going to be a key factor. What is it? As we just read that, we understand that now discipline is hard. Discipline is heartfelt. So understanding this, that discipline, whether you're being disciplined or like somebody's disciplining you or you're disciplining yourself, it equals out to the same thing. And that is discipline equals suffering. All right. So whether you are being disciplined or you are disciplining yourself, guys, it equals suffering. Out of suffering, it produces fruit. So from discipline, so like that is the beginning, y'all, is being disciplined. All right. If either you are being disciplined or you are disciplining yourself, discipline goes to suffering, and suffering produces fruit. In order to even get to the point of discipline, there's something that must take place. All right. So without this taking place, like we can't even talk about discipline. All right. Listen, I want to read y'all something else. Okay. So I'm going to read y'all something. The fruit of the Spirit. All right. So like, what is the fruit of the Spirit? All right. All right. So it is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and it's this thing called self-control. All right. Discipline is one of the things. So listen, The fruit of the Spirit, the fruit of the Spirit. So the fruit of the Spirit, this is the Spirit. This is what God gives you. All right. This is like when the Holy Spirit comes into you, this is I don't want to call it a byproduct, y'all, but this is what comes with having the Holy Spirit. This Spirit is from God. These are the things that represent God. And that big word was self-control, y'all. All right. So the first step, before we even get into discipline, first step is go to God. We're going to write, go to God. Boom. We're going to write, go to God. I know y'all probably couldn't see that when I wrote because I literally just stood in y'all way. But y'all, it's like the camera and then this is kind of just in a weird spot, right? But so we got to go to God. God, go to God about discipline. Lord, give me wisdom. Give me, discipline me. Help me to become the trader that I desire to be. All right, a good trader, a disciplined trader. All right. So first step is go to God. Then you have discipline. God's going to send you straight to suffering. So just because you are suffering, y'all, just because things are hard, because you are breaking what you have been doing, you have been breaking bad habits, y'all, this is going to create fruit. All right. Not only is it going to create fruit, but guys, this is going to create self-control, which is a part of the fruit. Self-control. Boom. Once you understand this word here, trading is going to get a lot more simpler, a lot more easier because you have more of this. Once this becomes a habit, once this becomes a part of you, I am a self-controlled individual, things in your trading journey is going to get a lot easier. All right. And guys, how can you practice these things? How can I even practice self-control? It's simple things, not just with trading. Maybe it's how you're eating, right? So for me, I need to have better self-control when I eat. Instead of eating, 2 cheeseburgers, I probably should just eat 1. But whenever I do that, it's going to be a suffering at first, y'all. It's going to be hard. Right? And maybe it's not eating a cheeseburger for y'all. It could be anything, right? Anything that you feel like you could just be better in, right? So whether it's your health, whether it's how you learn, whether it's you spending time with God, whatever that may be, it's going to feel like suffering at first because it's going to be something new. You're going to literally be breaking something. Whenever you go to the gym and you're working out, you're literally tearing your muscles so they can get better. So you guys have to get obsessed with this. Get obsessed with suffering. Make suffering a part of your daily lifestyle because listen, as you suffer, you're just getting better. Whatever that area is in your life, this is why fasting is so important, y'all, because it is a suffering that you're going through so that whenever it ends, guys, you're going to be so much more better and so much more stronger than you was before. All right. So listen. We got discipline down pat. Now we're going to get into the formula of what I did to pass these prop firms. All right. So we are going to erase this. 1, 2, 3, action. All right, y'all. So look, I know I should have been moved on this side. I don't know why I didn't move on this side whenever I'm working on this whiteboard and just showing y'all stuff. Okay. So first thing is, y'all, whenever I'm going for prop firms, I like to go for one-phase challenges. And so I'm going to discuss a one-phase challenge, okay? But this can also be the same, it applies to 1-phase, 2-phase, 3-phase. It don't matter. The same strategy you can use whenever you are going for a prop firm, funding account, all that kind of stuff, okay? So we're going to discuss a 100K prop firm or funding account. That's our challenge is at 100K. So I'm just going to write 100K, 100,000 up here. Boom. This is what we are going for. All right. So whenever you are doing a 100K challenge and you're doing I'm just going to go over a one-phase challenge. It is, you cannot lose. You have to make 10%. So I'm just going to get, let's say make equals, you have to make 10K. You cannot lose can't lose 6K. Right? So in totality, you cannot lose 6K. All right? But I know there's also like a daily limit that you can't use as well. All right? So the daily limit, this is where a lot of people struggle at, is this daily limit right here. And that is, you cannot lose, I believe it's 3K. Yeah. So we're gonna just say 3K, all right? So it's $3,000 you cannot lose in a day. So what does that mean? $100,000 is what, that's our goal. This is our goal, all right? So this is our, this is our goal. This is what we're trying to get to within the measurement of this, all right? So we have to make $10,000. You can't lose 6K in totality. That means that I can't lose $6,000 in totality. All right. The daily limit, I cannot lose $3,000 within a day. All right. So I hope we have all of this down. So this is your measurement. If you're going for a 100K account, you're doing a one phase challenge. Now I'm going to erase this, just this bottom half. But we have a note. We have a mental note in our head of these numbers, and I'll put them out to the side just in case you do forget. You need to look at them again. So I'm just going to do. Goal, let's just say up here, goal, you gotta make 10K, fail equals 6K, 6K, and daily limit equals 3K. All right, so, all right, y'all, so let's get it. We're gonna get the blue one out. All right. So we have these numbers. So I'm going to give you guys what my formula is as far as what I'm thinking about whenever I'm getting into these challenges, and how I passed several prop firms with just this same strategy, this same formula. All right. So guys, we understand that our daily limit is 2K, but our 3K. I'm sorry, but I don't want to risk $2,000 necessarily, right? You could if you're trying to get there faster, but that's not my goal, because I take 1 to 2 trades a day, right? So I'm gonna write that down. Trades per day. Trades per day. I take 1 to 2. So I take 1 to 2 trades per day whenever I'm doing this, right? And this is just period. This is just period. This for some people is going to be very hard. Off the bat, this right here is going to be extremely hard for some people, because they're going to take 3, 4, 5, and see, these challenges are not no, unless that's a part of your strategy and you are winning like that, cool. But for me, and I'm sure if you are watching this, that means you might be struggling. Let's focus on taking 1 to 2 trades a day. Why? Because when we're doing that, we're going to risk, our risk for each trade equals 1K. Boom. All right, so 1K. Let's make this better, y'all. So we're going to risk $1,000. Boom. That's what we're risking. So we're taking 1 to 2 trades a day. We're risking $1,000. Why are we just risking $1,000? Because we're taking 1 to 2 trades a day. So what that means is $1,000 is hefty, y'all. That's a really good number, because if I win this first trade, I'm super satisfied. I'm super satisfied. If I lose the first trade and I take a second trade and I win the second trade, great. But here's what you need to think about as well, is what happens if you lose both trades, where you're only going to lose $2,000. So that means the worst that can happen to you today is you lose $2,000, right? If you lose 2 full trades. Okay, guys, the reason I said 2 full trades is I'll have to show you in a second here why there's you losing a half a trade, there's you losing a full trade, and how I set that up, okay? So that you won't have to keep losing a whole $1,000, all right? So But I know the worst is I lose only $2,000 a day. All right, cool. So that means that I'm fulfilling the day limit, and of course, we haven't even touched the 6K yet. All right, and that's if we lose both trades. So next up is profits. Kirby, when do you take profits off the table? There is a strategic way that I take profits, y'all. And whenever I'm doing this, I am like literally I'm getting to a trade with the mentality is this is my number. All right, y'all. So I'm not just taking trades. Okay, I want to be clear. If the market is telling me to get out a trade, then you simply get out. But my goal, before I take the trade, this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing setups that can give me at least a 2.5 RR. So let's just say 2.5 to 1, or you can say a RR. So 2.5 RR. All right. So that means when I get into a trade, I'm looking to like at least hit a 2.5 profit rate. And what that looks like, if I'm risking $1,000, I'm trying to make $2,500. So I'm just put that in there so you guys can see it. So I'm trying to make this number right here. This is my number. This is my golden number. Boom, $2,500, right? Why is $2,500 my golden number whenever I'm doing this? Is because for one, $2,500 is a lot. It's safe. All right, it's safe. I don't have to think about it no more. Once I get to my number, I'm good. All right. So this is my golden number. Mind you, there might be opportunities in the market where price just shoots past that. Well, guess what? We're just going to take advantage. I might put a stop loss at 2.5 because there are days when, like we talked about earlier, we talked about not having enough volatility, but also having a lot of volatility. There will be days in the market where it's a lot of volatility. All right, so you want to take advantage of those days. Price may shoot up to a 4 to 1, 5 to 1. Boom, that's beautiful. We take advantage. We lock in some profits. All right, but the main thing is you just being disciplined every day, and that's what they want to see. Are you consistently profitable every day, every other day, every week? All right. This is my golden number right here, y'all. So 1 to 2 trades, 1K, and I'm looking for 2.5. I'm going to erase this just so we can have some more room on the board, y'all. So I hope you get this. Write this down if you need to. So now I want to go over like the actual numbers with you guys and what this could, what this looks like and why I was talking about earlier as far as the 2.5s and why I just do it like that. Okay. So let's say that my strategy, y'all, let's say that price gets to a 1 to 1. So let's say that price just hit a 1 to 1. Well, guess what I may do, y'all? And after this, I'm going to literally put a video at the end of this video of my strategy so you guys can exactly see the strategy again, y'all. So a 1 to 1. So let's say a 1 to 1. I am moving stop loss. Stop loss goes to I'm going to move my stop loss up at half, all right? So move 0.5, all right? So what I'm saying is I'm going to move my stop loss up 0.5. So let's just say a prime example is, let's say that, like for me, I'm trading Nasdaq. My stop loss is always 30. All right, so $30 or 30 points, whatever you want to call it, 300 pips from my entry. So let's say that my entry is at, I don't know, let's say that my entry for Nasdaq is at $2,000. Let's just say the price of Nasdaq is at $2,000. I'm just going to subtract 30 from that. And yeah, that's my number. So 1,070, all right? I'm sorry. Not 1,070. I just had a crazy brain fart just now, y'all. It'd be 1,970. All right. So that would be the stop loss. All right, y'all. So that literally just threw me completely off. But again, 0.5. Once price gets to a 1 to 1, I'm moving up to 0.5. Why am I moving up to 0.5? Because this 0.5, this stop loss, is a teammate of mine. Once I move this up, that means that I'm not going to have a full losing day, which is awesome, because over time that really adds up. All right, I'm going to give you guys a prime example. Let's say that we have five losing days, and I'm going to, let's use a different color, y'all. We have 5 losing days. Boom. What's the math, right? So we have 5 losing days. So we know that, let's say 5 of those days are just losing days, but those 5 days we hit at least a 1-to-1, right? Let's say that we hit at least a 1-to-1 and we drag. The reason why dragging this stop loss is so important. So we know that 5 losing days equals, so let's just say 5. This 5 equals 5 days of losing. If we lost 5 whole days of losing, and when I say whole days of losing, that means that we're now down -5. So that means we have 5 losing days. So that means we're down $5,000 equals -5K. All right. So that means that we're now -5K because of our 5 losing days. But let's say that we have 5 days. We have 5 losing days. But let's say on these 5 losing days we hit a 1-to-1, or maybe it's 3 of these 5 days, or 2 of these 5 days. But I'm going to just use 5 days for the whole totality of you going for your prop firm. Okay. So let's say, so we understand that 5 days, 5 whole losing days equals -5,000, right? But let's say that we have 5 days and we move our stop loss as soon as price starts going up to our 1-to-1. We move our stop loss to 0.5. So that means that we're going to drag it up halfway. We're going to move our stop loss. Again, I use 30, so we're going to move our stop loss up to 15. Okay. So you're just going to, like, as price goes up or price goes down, adjust your stop loss to now 15. So what does this look like now? So if we lose, so let's say we're doing 0.5. So 0.5, right? It's half of 1. That's going to equal out -2,500. What? That's a game changer, y'all. You take 5 trades, move your stop loss up, adjust your stop loss. And out of those 5 trades, you only lost $2,500 because you adjusted your stop loss accordingly. What? Out of these 5 days, you still haven't even hit a daily limit, y'all. And this is worth 5 trades, and you still haven't even touched the daily limit yet. Out of 5, like, these are like multiple days of trading simply because you adjusted your stop loss. So now your wins are going to look that much more better because you're saving so much money. You're saving so much money when you're doing that. You're saving $2,500, y'all. This is why you adjusting your stop loss is a key principle. Now, let's discuss how many trades it will take you to reach your goal if you are trading consistently and, just trading consistently, y'all. So we got this down pat. This is the importance of you moving your stop loss. All right, so look, y'all. Now let's talk about, on the flip side of that, profits. How many trades do you need to win to reach your target of $10,000 if you are trading consistently? All right, understanding it could take longer than this. It could take longer than this depending on how you're losing, how much you're losing. But let's just go straight towards how many you need to win if you are starting at 0. Okay. All right, y'all. So we're going to write down 2.5, and again, this is our profit target. So this is our target. Our target here. How many trades do we need to win with this target? We only need to win 4 trades, y'all. So listen, 4 trades do we need to win? 4 winning days. We need to have, mind you, listen, you need to have 4 winning days. Again, this is starting from 0-0. You need to have 4 winning days in order for you to hit your profit target of $10,000 with risking, with having a target of $2,500 per trade. That's it. So you have to win 4 trades, mind you, that guys, that's starting from 0-0. This is not always accurate. It could take you 6 trades, 7 trades, 8 trades, just depending. But if we're starting from 0-0, this is what we're looking for. Again, you may have days where price just takes off, but all in all, y'all, this is the formula. All right. So I'm going to write it in plain sight, the whole thing in plain sight, so you guys can see it one more time. So every trade, risk 1K, trades equals 1 to 2 trades only, and profit equals 2.5. Boom. That is it, y'all. That is it. Stop loss. Let's write this down too. Stop loss. Adjust at 1 to 1. Boom. And maybe you don't even want to wait till 1 to 1. Depending on your strategy, you might not even have to wait till 1 to 1. As soon as price starts going your way, depending on the strategy you have, actually the strategy I'm about to show y'all, you don't always have to wait for a 1 to 1 to get hit. Once you start seeing price go your direction because of based on the strategy that we got, y'all, you can go ahead and adjust your stop loss up and go ahead and literally, you might be up half 0.5, you might be up 0.5, and you're like, yo, I'm about to move my stop loss up because the way that this strategy is, you can do that, y'all. All right, y'all. So this is US 30. All right, so this is the market for US 30. That's where we're currently trading right now, okay? So, y'all, every morning at 7 a.m., this is what I'm doing. 7 a.m., I'm looking for my entry, okay? I'm trading on the 15-minute time frame. So you got that 7 a.m., 15-minute time frame. Between 7 a.m. and around 7:10, I'm looking for an entry. I more likely know where my entry is going to be in that time frame. All right. There will be occasions of times where, you know, I don't see a clear entry. I might have to wait until 8:30 or 9 o'clock just to see a clear entry. But for the most part, between 7 a.m. and 7:10, I'll be able to see, okay, this is where I'm probably going to get in the market at. All right. So we got that down. As you can currently see right now, price overall in US 30 is going down. So the overall price of the market is, we're dropping hard. All right. But as you can see here in our 15-minute time frame, we are currently in an uptrend. We are in this nice uptrend channel right now at the moment, okay? So the reason that we can see that this is an uptrend is because we have higher highs, we have a touch here, we have a touch here, we have a touch here, okay? And we also have lower highs. We have a low here, a low here, a low. This is a really strong support level. Price does not want to break through this support level. And so y'all, this is a really clear pattern right now, especially for my beginner traders. Like, even if you've been having a hard time reading the charts, as you see here, like, your natural eye sees that we are just in an uptrend right now. Your job at this point is to literally go to the top of this initial uptrend and go to the bottom and stay at the bottom of this uptrend, and you're going to create this exact channel right here, okay? So I just want to clarify that just in case you are a beginner trader and you're having a hard time with support, resistances, uptrends, downtrends. I just want to make sure this is clear. Like, oftentimes in trading, you can kind of do what the natural eye is telling you to do. You don't have to make it harder than what it has to be. You don't have to have a bunch of indicators on the screen. Y'all, I trade with literally 0 indicators. This is how I trade, like, every day. This is what made me super successful, is simply just seeing price action, okay? So as you can see here, price is, we're pushing up right now. My goal, guys, is to get in once I see price hits this trend line here,
Like this is our gold zone right here. If price begins to break down and breaks out of this trend line, well, guess what? We're looking for the reverse. Now we're thinking that price is going to break out of here and continue to go down to the bottom side. The reason for that is because it has now broken this higher low and is going to start creating lower lows. So it'll look something like this. See price come up, boom. Let's say I'm gonna actually come over here and get my rectangle out so you guys can see it clear. All right, so this right here is a lower high, all right? Whenever we're uptrends, we have lower highs, okay? What we're waiting on is if price breaks this lower high, we're looking for price to do this. We're looking for price to come down, come up, and maybe come back down. But we're looking for it to start to create lower lows. This doesn't always happen, all right? Sometimes there's fake outs. Sometimes, market might just come all the way down and then just shoot back up. But a lot of the times, that's where you can get clean breakout trades. And it's happened to me plenty of times, okay? But as of now, we're not seeing that. So what we're doing is we're just sticking to what we know. We're just going to literally wait until price touch this. Why? Because in the past history, price has stayed strong here, strong here, strong here. So guess what? We're not going to try to reinvent the wheel. We're going to get in where prices stay strong at. As simple as that. So now it is close to being 8:30. Just to let you guys know, 8:30, a lot of times we can see a really good push on indices. So 8:30 and 9:30 are like the two most volatile times in indices, okay? Especially with US 30, Nasdaq, and SPX, all right? So this is what we're about to see here. Boom, price takes off, all right? So that's 8:30. We've seen this is a nice little breakout area here, which is just letting us know that, okay, price is really pushing up to the upside. But you could have got in here, but I will personally, I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to wait until price touches our gold zone up here, okay? So we're just going to wait. Boom. Look at that, y'all. Just a beautiful, beautiful setup. Look at this. This is our gold zone, okay? This is what we want. All right, so I'm going to just bring this bar back some. So once we've seen price getting closer here, we're preparing to get into the market. Like we are literally waiting for a price just to touch here and we are immediately getting into the market. We're not going to hesitate. We're going to immediately get in. So I'm going to bring my short position tool over here. We can have a tighter stop loss doing this to maximize our profits. And here's why this gold zone is so beautiful is because price could touch here and let's say price continues to break out. Let's say price just continues to do this, right? Well, guys, we can just literally look for the reversal. But this spot is such a pivotal spot because it's two things that's going to happen here. Either price is going to come here and bounce back down, or price is going to come up and might give us a retest where we can enter again for a long position and price takes back off, right? Now, I wanted to let y'all know, not give y'all just this false sense of, hope. There will be times when price may get here and price might just fluctuate and that might be a tough day. But if you would just stay to your rules as far as how many trades you take and you just stay disciplined to this, y'all, it is insane the profits that you can potentially make by just simply applying this as simply trading at your gold zones. Do not try to rush into the market. You don't have to do none of that. Have a gold zone, see the gold zone. This is our gold zone, okay? And we're gonna just execute once we hit our gold zone, okay? So price comes up, boom, we got triggered in the market. We got triggered in the market right here. The time it is 9:30. We got a nice push. We got triggered here in the market. And look at this. If your stop loss, we could let's just say stop loss was at 300 pips, all right? So we're already at a 2-to-1. We don't hesitate. This is why we don't hesitate. We're already at a 2-to-1, okay? And look this is insane. You're already at a 5-to-1 on this trade. So listen, this strategy is extremely profitable. And the beautiful thing I love about this strategy is this. Let's come back here. All right. And then now let me delete this. And let me delete this. All right. So I'm going to get my short position tool back out. The beauty of this strategy, y'all, this is where this strategy is like game changer. And because in the beginning of my trading, I never knew when to move my stop loss, y'all. So like, let's say that I was taking a breakout trade and then price would come back. And it seemed like every time it would stump me out and then go back to my position. Like go back the way I want market to go. And I'm sure that has happened to y'all plenty of times. But the reason I love this is because we are trading at our gold zones. Listen, once price hit here and we started seeing a reverse, like let's say price just got to this 1-to-1. Like as soon as it hit here, you're now making back what you risked. You can go ahead and start cutting this stop loss because you're at a gold zone. That means that price respects this so much that if price comes back to touch here, it's probably just going to touch and come back, or it's probably just going to break out. So now we can play just as good defense as we did with our offense. And that's what it's about, y'all. Y'all want to put yourselves in position where you can play great defense on your trade, but at the same time, maximize your offense. And that's why this strategy is just like, it's phenomenal, y'all. Like whenever I trade now, like I really have no stress on trading now simply because I trade gold zones. Not saying that I win every trade. No, I don't win every trade. But because I trade gold zones now, like just using this strategy and trading the support and resistances, listen, my win rate has went up phenomenal. Like it's insane, y'all. Like that's how I've been able to pass these prop firms easily. Okay. All right, y'all. So let's look for another one. You know what? I'm going to look for another one and I'm not going to I'm going to just guess. And let's just see where another one is. We're just going to go to a 7 o'clock and let's see what happens on this particular day. And I'm going to show you just how simple it is. So as you see, price overall, I'm seeing this, right? We're seeing a downtrend, right? But because we have this higher high, price could be on this way on a reverse. So what I'm doing is I'm going to look at what price is doing right now, right? And what price is doing right now is this. Boom, boom. Price is in this nice little downtrend right here. And this is what we're going to trade right here. As you see, we got touch here. Price kept respecting this area. It kept respecting here. It kept respecting this downtrend. So guess what my entry going to be at, y'all? It's going to be right here where price keeps saying, hey, like this is a strong point. Hey, I don't want to leave this area. Nah, but this is where price really doesn't want to leave this area though. All jokes aside, price really doesn't want to leave this area. So this is where my entry is going to be. All right. So it is actually 6:45. My rule is 7 o'clock. So we're going, so as soon as we got on the market, I'm already seeing an entry for it. So guess what? 7 o'clock, we are there. We're going to have a tighter stop loss. Boom. And we're just going to wait. Let's wait. Price takes off. Listen, it is really just that simple. And y'all, I literally just guessed for y'all, like where, like I didn't know the time that we was trading this. No, the reason that this strategy is like so strong is simply because 7 o'clock market is moving slow. So a lot of the support and resistances, they're being respected because market doesn't have that much volatility to break it out yet. Like I said, 8:30 and 9:30 are typically where you see strong volatility in the market, and that's where we see a lot of breakouts happen. Okay, again, there will be times whenever price may break out at 7 o'clock, 7:30, but a lot of times price is respecting what price action is doing at that particular moment. All right. So guys, this strategy is really simple, y'all. Once we seen price begin to come up some, so I'm just going to reverse it for you guys. Like do another back test. Once we seen price push up a little bit, like I was talking about earlier, we did not have to keep our stop loss here. We can drag it up. So now we're cutting out our, we're cutting our losses now. And if you wanted to, you can make it break even if you wanted to. But the biggest thing is protecting the trade. So like we can protect our trades, but yet have confidence that trade is going to continue to go in our direction. Okay. So guys, I truly hope this helps. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the comments. Yeah, y'all, this is a really simple strategy. 7 o'clock, 15-minute time frame. And look for the initial channel, the initial support and resistance, and look for it to be respected. And let me know how it works for you. All right. God bless y'all. I love y'all. Peace out.